Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to the day three for this Leetcode challenge. And today I'll be again resuming back with the questions I had left for the Leetcode challenge. Hoping that hoping that today I'll be at least make some efficient amount of progress and also those who have already completed during this time, because considering there was a off and then like there was a weekend in between. If you guys were able to do it, already completed it out, maybe you can try to explore like what all ways of solving these questions, and how there are like other ways of solving all these questions. Okay, so in total I have done 21 questions. I'll update also. And another thing is, in the previous video I have done one medium level question which was unexpectedly popped in. I didn't check that it was a medium level question, which is like a very good to like have like sudden challenges. And what I realized is whatever I have been doing so far in my strata scratch, the thing was I wasn't following up that thing whatever I have learned from ChatGPT in here while solving these lead code question. So hoping that today I will try at least to follow like some like good approaches what I have learned so far. And yeah, I think then that's all. And like too much of talking, I have put the timer. So first I'll just stream for uh like 120 minutes. So how I'm gonna divide it is like 14 to 3. Like after 40 minutes I'll try to take a short break and then again come and resume back. So like the timer has already started, and like yeah, it's like already 6 minutes past. So let me quickly reset the timer so that I can start along while like I can track my progress as well, plus I can track the breaks as well. Okay, so timer has restarted, and now let's get back to our questions. Mm, Hoping that today I will like finally solve everything. Someone has requested that I should change the theme a bit, so I didn't change it completely, but at least I tried to make it minimal strain to eyes, considering that people were getting distracted with the theme, though I liked it. But okay. Okay, then let's start, and hoping that today I'll solve good amount of questions. Let me quickly check if okay. I can do. I can just. Okay, let's start. Okay, so 21 questions are solved. What's Okay, let me check out which question is this, where I have left with this question. Let's load. Okay, yeah, this one question where what I should have done is more of do a group by and then get the players and then this the event date equal to the same. So like sort of what I was trying to fetch is like player ID and then it should be same player ID. What I'll just quickly, before even starting like with the other question, like the 22nd question, I just quickly try to remodify it. I remember I had seen like one solution which was like player ID and then event date. Okay, we need to find people who logged in on the same day. I kind of have to go through the question again to figure out what was it, but then yeah, like there is a solution which typically is like getting the max minimum ODS and then should be equal to the max of it, like that. So I still need to go through it. What was it? I'll just ignore this question and move on with the next question. Maybe come back to this one later and then figure out the solution. details, data manipulation. What's happening? Activities are calculated the day before the event active. 35 first login. Okay. Okay, moving to the next question. Number of unique subjects taught by each teacher. Number of unique subjects taught by each teacher. Considering subject and department is primary key combinations of column with unique values of this table. Each row in this table indicates the teacher ID. This is the subject ID in the department ID. Okay. Let's start the timer. So like stopwatch here. So to do that, and I need to group by for the teachers table. Sorry, from teachers table. Teacher I need to group by this subject ID and the department ID are important because they will act as a composite key here. Subject ID 2, subject ID 3 taught by the same teacher. So and the department is same. There is a solution to calculate the number of unique subjects each teacher teaches in the university, despite the fact department ID is affected, right? Subject teaches 2, department R2. So I think department ID is not a concern because they didn't mention anywhere about the department ID. Okay, with this table, write a solution to calculate the number of unique subjects. Unique subjects each teacher teaches. when I'm doing this, it is just doing the combination of, I need to get the student subject ID because teacher need to write a solution to calculate the number of unique subjects each teacher teaches in the university. Each teacher teaches in the university group by teacher ID. We need to give the name as LSS CNT. Then run it. Let's submit it and check. I don't think so it should have any issue. Let's see what others have done. Okay, same thing. Also, I don't think so. There should be any another way actually. Or if there is like something wrong, what people are doing, like someone put order by which is not required or asked in the question. So like with this 20-second question is done. Let's next question. Does it mean I haven't solved this question or does it mean submission? Let me check my submission. I forgot. Okay, there was issue when I was right, which means this question is pending as well. For now, let's go to the next one. User activity for past 30 days. Okay, and what is there? This table may have. Let me start the stopwatch. This table may have duplicate rows. Okay. The activity type column is an enum category of type open session, end session, scroll down, send message. The table shows the user activity for a social media website. Note that each session. Write a solution to find the daily active user for a period of 30 days ending inclusive from our activity table where the activity date should be date between minus 30, like which I can do as a date diff as well. Like I need to check also if date diff is a function there. For now I'll just leave it like that. And the date between this and this. Let me first run this, see if it will work or not. Runtime error. The date sub or date div function. In Postgre basically We have to get the difference. Data type, it's some data type, rather like functions if you have. Close this one. Okay. I need to add the date, so I want to date add. Can you pass the date add timestamp interval? One day like that I have to provide. Date as date and then interval is this. Okay, let me try it out. Date add, date, interval. So I think they have like subtract or thing I need to do as a sub. Then 30 days or like 1 month. But they said 30 for 30 days, so I just need to get the 30 days. Let, and we need to get the write the solution to find the daily user count for a period of 30 days ending this. A user was active on some day if they made at least one activity on that day. Exist again. I'll try to use the exist. Where the ID is equal to d1 dot in d2 dot okay, I need to specify it should be d2 and close the bracket. So 4 is not considered because 4 doesn't have any what open session. We do have open session for 4. The results are not okay. It's not between that date period, which is like July. Okay. And another thing, so we need those IDs only. Any activity from open session, scroll down, will be considered valid activity for a user to be considered active. Okay, any activity from will be considered valid activity for a user to be considered active on the day. So it's not just open session. Let's see. Write a solution to find the daily active user count for a period of 30 days ending user was active on some day if they made at least one activity on that day. Considering this table consists of all the activities, so every user ID which is there, so we don't have to explicitly mention the IDs. And then the table in any order, okay, it's the in the activity table, okay. At least one payment grouped by user ID. user ID and the count of days with zero active users. Okay. Daily active user count, daily activity. So I need to check on the date, daily date, 22nd, to like 2 users. Okay. Group by activity date. Right. Count, distance, user ID. Any count be fine. Okay, so I need to rename these columns. Why it's showing day? Okay, should be day, not date. Active users. Okay, let's submit. If you are, it should be only open a session, scroll, send messages there. End session shouldn't be there, is what they're saying. No, end session is also included. Submission with the wrong sessions. Should be 3. Did I check the unique user ID? Okay. So 26th. I need to include the 26/7 as well. 26/07, which is there, part of it. To check it is the issue. 29/3, 27/6. Let me read out the question again. Write a solution to find the daily active user count for a period of ending inclusive between and a user was active on if they made at least one activity, which I'm considering is happening here. This one is giving correct solution, but the next one is the challenge. Okay. Also, it shouldn't be inclusive. '28, '29, '30. Why it started from the 22nd of June? It's 30 periods of days, so the 28 is what this one is saying. 58, not getting what is the error. It is inclusive. Okay, so the issue was with the date. So when we say inclusive, what it is doing? Let me check between. Wait. Does it specific condition? This operator simplifies the range. This condition making queries faster and easier to read. Low, lower and upper boundaries, including both the upper boundaries. So if it's considering lower and upper boundaries, should it? Why it's an issue? Then okay, between is there. Okay, let's try it out one more time. It's saying close of 27 and what else? Yeah, so one is they must have at least logged in and then ending of a period of 30 days. Okay. One is 31st, is it? It's a July. Next was 30 days in 27th in ending includes including this is 30 days. Let's check the solutions actually. To the next question actually. So this is the second question for the day. Refresh this. Should be 23 questions solved. Okay. And moving to the just with that list 5 strengths. Three questions solved. I think I'll reduce the timer for some time. Classes with at least 5 students. Okay. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'll have water. Okay. Back. Let's go back to the question. Product sales analysis. Write a solution to find all sales that occurred in first year every product was sold. Let me check what are the tables. For each product ID, identify the earliest year it uh, identify the earliest year it appears in the sales table. Return all the sales entry for that product in that specific year. So the solution to find all sales occurred in the first year. In the first year, each product got sold. So based on the minimum sales, we are so I need to find for each product ID, identify the earliest year it appears in the sales table. Return all sales entry in that production year. Okay, looks like a simple I'll say like simple subquery like year equal to minimum year for the product grouped product ID. So select min year from sales table, group by product ID because I need the minimum table. Sorry, minimum sales here. So for each product, return all sales entry for that product in that specific year. For that product and for that specific year. So then one return this subquery. Why more than one? Having having year equal to min year. So we have minimum year from sales, but I need to do group by as well. So I think it should be like the previous question I was trying to solve, just like this. Technically making a two keys. And then one word used as an expression from sales group by to get the product ID. more than one row returned by a subquery used as an expression. But how? Even trying. Group by clause to be used in aggregation. Sales ID, product ID. Simply need to get the minimum. And I'm not able to. Let me try with the city or correlated query. And get the product ID. That's what I was trying to try it in the now figure out. Try make it as a one key, like joining both of it and make it as a one key. That should help. Okay, now it's working fine. I'll use this part for the subquery again. Product ID and the year should be same keys. I have seen such solution, that's why I'm like sure this should work. And if it doesn't work, I'll try to see what could be the issue here. So instead of min year, it should be only year. Maybe I'm doing a small uh, minimal mistake, but let's see. Group by ID. Okay, now I should run it. Okay, maybe I'm speaking too slow. Is it fine now? It could be an issue now. You don't have to be worried about this one here. And at least like no, this one maybe display it as just the product IDs for now. And a product key and then key here. I'll try to speak a bit louder so that you guys will be able to hear. So the questions total solved are 3. Me again an error. Why it could be? Oh, okay, maybe it's more of in because we are using a keys basically. I'm assuming query have too few columns. Oh, which also doesn't make sense now. Shall I check it with the GPT? Maybe I think that I should. Feeling that way that I should give it a shot. Your product ID, and because like equal to is not working, and then maybe let me try another way of doing it. Let's read the question again. Write a solution to find all sales that occurred in the first year each product was sold. So considering sales column consists of all the sales reports, I'll say like sales details. Copying this and forgetting about the group by. Let's only focus on the displaying these results. I don't want to see the view clause as well. I think I just need to find out the minimum. Yeah, so what I can do is I'll just try to do it with the CTE. Then later I'll check what exactly is the way of solving such question using that the above subquery what I was trying to solve. So over here I won't use rather group by product and get the minimum, and then I'll try to merge it, join basically. And now let's see like okay, this is the correct thing what I'm looking for. I'll just join this table, or I should have joined it based on the minimum year. Maybe let me also give it a shot. And I need to display all the sales report. So I'll just use it for join. Directly I'll join this table rather than from, and I'll use inner join. Using product ID, I'll name it as a T2 and the number above table as T1 table. Using product ID, like, and then run it so that I can get all the records, including that minimum year. So now what I'll do is since like it's asking only for the all sales for that specific year, so I'll use two keys here also from both the tables, and it will combine on the years as well as the product ID, and will give the sales ID for everything. So we don't want to display the sales ID, however we want to display only the quantity and the price product ID. So sales ID I don't want to include, so to avoid that I can just reform my table or like reformat it. Usually people name it as beautifying it, but like rather than using a beautifying, it's like the sort of modifying this table a bit, the structure in our select. So this is the solution. I'll submit it directly. I don't think so there will be uh, any challenges like here. So this is one way of using it, using the join again, like city is again in city I have to join it. uh, Other solution which came to my mind was join, do a self join. So I do want to try a self join here, and like name it as a table T2, and then like this one as a T1. Now I want to join it based on the I won't use the keyword using, rather I'll keep it to the product ID. Select T1 product ID. And T2 product ID. Okay. So there was a self join quantity and on year. So here I will take like min year. I will give it a shot if it works. In terms of works, as in um, I'm assuming that this minimum function will work here. Else like if it doesn't, I need to look why and where it works. Okay, it won't work. Here is ambiguous, no way. T1 then minimum T2 here. Okay, min function won't work here like that. Function is not allowed in the uh, where, like if I use a where condition again, it's a subquery. Group by having. Okay, trying to think if there's a alternative. There should be a way actually. The one I am using is like pretty long. Let me see the solution. Okay, again a self join menu. So, okay, they are doing the same thing, but more of a self join, and then yeah, they are doing the same thing. Let me check another solution. They are using how many table scans? One. Okay, not many table scans. Okay, self join, but again the same way. I'm looking for something different, different rather than a self join. Could have been. There is a sales again. Okay, with rank. Rank could have been a great choice. So, oh, product ID and an order and then rank it. Okay, one way which is like I consider CTE ranking subquery in the same part until there is a like very different logic being used. Okay, see, this is what I've been looking for. But why is this one working? I use the in. I use the same way. What's wrong with here? It's the exact same thing what I was doing. What, how it can be wrong? Like what solution I have done was wrong. Let me compare side by side. Maybe okay. Luckily, I didn't removed it from here. Product here. Okay, that is fine. Quantity. This select is fine. Product ID here. In I used in earlier. It didn't work as well. So in select instead of making it a one key, maybe like they're just not making it as a one key. That's why. Group by product ID, which is same thing. I think the issue is that I'm trying to make both as a keys, rather it should be one as a key. Let's try to run this. Yeah, but I did remember that there was a solution, like, and which I also know that there is a solution to get the minimum value using a group by, which also worked. Now I'll give it a try using like making it as a one value. When we put the brackets for both, it just consider it as a one value. Hi, Rasha, Rashsa. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so I think the issue is with when we are trying to create it as a key, it's not working. However, if we just leave it as not as a key, rather as values, it's giving the expected results. So yeah, I'll just run it one more time just to see how it looks. Keys. This is how these keys are looking, and then this specific value is trying to run inside that specific value is something what I'm assuming, because when I remove it, it just another columns. That's all. No big difference. No huge difference is what I'll say. Yeah. So just two columns. That's all. Okay. So whenever I need to use the uh, in operator in a very specific way, mindful way, basically. Okay. Let's see. The last time I have covered 21 questions. How much in total? 25. 4 questions are completed for this today. Let me quickly update the board. It's like it's 50, so it is like 50% of it is covered. I hope I'll try to cover more. So like uh, okay, it was a medium level question. The one I just solved, I didn't felt it's a medium level, but then okay, if it was tagged as a medium level, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, maybe like my concepts are not very clear, or someone else's concepts are very clear, and then vice versa. That's why we never know. Okay, how much time? 39 more minutes. So if someone wants to look around like for a break, maybe 5 minutes of it. Um, I should do something on a. Okay, so I think I can go ahead and start with the question. Go back again and start with the question. Okay, find followers count. So I need to find the followers count. Let's see what are the user IDs there and follower IDs there. Let me quickly try to solve it up. Let something wrong with my lab. Okay. I write a solution that will for each user return the number of followers. For each user, return the number of followers. Group by group by user ID, and I need to get the distinct count. Followers ID, like what if the followers ID is repeated, but then it's a primary key combination of the column with unique values, which means like I don't have to be worried about it, like being a duplicate. Return the result table ordered by order ID in descending ascending order. The result format is in the following examples. Okay, and I want to display the order by in ascending order, which is like by default. You don't have to explicitly mention it. I do a setting for this timer. Okay, auto reset, don't auto reset, maybe submit. Okay, I don't think so there is any other approach. But from this, yeah, straightforward state things have to complicate it much. Order by one could be the possibility. I never use this order by one or order by two. I just always use this column name. Keep on forgetting. Which is like 26th question. Now let's go to the 27th question. Find the file. Biggest. This icon is pretty cool. Actually, I should have copied this image. Save this image maybe. Like as a PNG and then you use it like probably uh in my like thumbnail or something. It's pretty cute. I'll give it a shot later. Let's go to the next question. Next question is find biggest single number. Let's see. A single number is a number that appeared only once in the my numbers table. That appeared only once in my numbers table. Find this the largest single number. If there is no single number, import as null. A single number is a number that appeared only once. Why it sounds like a love life of. Seems like it's like a roast max. Group by num. Then actually I need to rank it like order by like count in ascending order and then like limit it to one case when so like need num and then a case when statement probably coalesce. Why coalesce won't work here? Because like uh, it's like not null, but we have to explicitly mention it as a null. So case when count star exceeds greater than like 1, then display null, else like display num. I need to group it also. No, I don't think so. We need to group it based on that. Yeah, I don't think so. I need to. From end. I keep on forgetting about this end thing. Select as num. Like if I didn't mention as, it still would have worked. Let's see. The selection is wrong. Like we don't have to display the case 1 didn't work, but case 2 did work. Okay, maybe is it because of the largest, and it should be largest one, no? So it should be like order by num and then counts. No, this should. No, I'm not. I won't include this. This is like no way I want to include. It's just more of questions I'm solving to make it better. Like my skills. I hope that answered your question. This 1 minute, guys. I think I mistakenly showed my ID on the camera. Okay, it's not there. Thank God, saved. Pretty close. Yeah, Prashant, Prashant Dabe. Not. And like they should be descending order and this should be ascending order. However, I need to use rank, which is like more optimized or like more better way of doing it. Now what? Okay, let's see. 660 because of limit. Actually, it's not working the way it should. Rather, like what I'm doing is I'm just displaying everything and then limiting it up. So like say like if it's okay. I think now it makes sense. Well, yes. Over here I can use a quality. And like if it shows a null, then don't use it as a null. Uh, Rather display me a num. And then I think limit it. It should include 8. Okay, it's not making sense on what I'm trying to do. Case when and then if it's a null, it's like same thing what I'm trying to do there. So maybe like it should move to another case when on top of it doesn't make sense. Um, like out of this, I should display the first occurrence, something like that I should do actually. So case when the count star is greater, or even if I need the, no, I do need it. Let me try it out one time. And then what I'll do, I'll just use it as a leave it also. Now like wherever I'm seeing else, now I'll just display the results. Okay, else like count, else like it should be one, right? Like, and then where it's one I should display it. That's, and like the highest above them. So will where clause work here? I don't think so, but let me try it out. Select like num from, and I'll just do the order by, at least order by 2. Try it out now. Not 2 basically, order by 1. Yeah, I think I'm taking too much time. I need to make it a bit fast. Okay, again that's the problem actually, and I think the solution will be here. I should name it as count, like your count equal to 1, and num is equal to select, no, not max. But again it's the same thing, it's like more of a patching thing. Now case 1 works, case 2 doesn't. Output and then expected is, what's the case 2? Okay, case 2 doesn't work, case 1 does work. Okay, I think I'm complicating it. Case when select, then null. Okay. Leaving this condition, select num from this. Okay, I don't also need to null if it should work, because like if a blank string, then okay, both are not working. Null if will get, okay, I didn't use that, where count equal to 1, but yet it's failing like for case 2, so it doesn't make sense. I Okay, let me not waste more time experimenting it out. select num case when from numbers, group by num. First I'll display this. And now I can actually use rank here, which I should have done earlier maybe. Um, like simple rank will help. That's what I'm trying to conclude, that a rank can pick it up and then solve it up. So rank by, like I need to partition by num, order by like count num, in ascending order. Okay, it should rank. That's the thing, it should give me a count num as well. Group by num. From, I didn't wrote the from my numbers. Nice. Okay, I will do that, Prashant. Group by having count star one. Such a easy thing, and yet I'm complicating it too much. It's also wrong. Last 13 minutes. Okay, still it's wrong. Should us. Okay, I'm doing something wrong. Then I'll just use the way someone suggested in the chat. Group by num having const star equal to 1. But if I do count star equal to 1, what about if there is nothing? Then by default it will display null is what you're saying. And then order the maximum is what you're saying. The, otherwise not required then. And then do the select star is what select max number from because I assume that this will give the null. Yes. Okay, nice. What a short answer, and I took so much time. But okay, good catch that I need to use this group by having. Thanks, Prashant, for helping. Okay. Let's give it a shot for 9 more minutes and then I'll close it up. Yeah, thanks. Um, it looks like your SQL is pretty good. Are you also preparing for something like similar data analytics, business analytics, or like something maybe as a SQL developer as well? Like if you want to give some background. And like what you are aiming as well, just curious to know. Or like any suggestions can give. Okay. Moving to the next question. So, like in total 25, this was 26. Data analytics. Oh, nice. You're also looking for data analytics. So, like you already have the experience, or like you're a fresher, or how? What we are doing, we are just trying to solve like some lead code question. So, like mostly people who join either are intermediate level or some are like advanced. Some are like very new at like very new uh, to SQL, or at least like are even in college. So we're just trying to solve problems on SQL together. That's correct way to say it. Let's see, last question for the day. Uh, just like 28th question, so 27 questions being solved. Okay, might be I'll just get up. Oh, yeah, that's what we are doing, Manish. I don't see people in the view list, but then I see chats. Um, okay, last question of the day. Let's read out. This table may contain duplicates. Oh, okay. Product key is the primary key. Let's see. Write a solution to report customer IDs from the customer table. From customer, okay, that bought all the products in the product tables. So which means there should be two tables. One is product table, one is customer. Write a solution to report the customer IDs from the customer table that bought all the products in the product table. Then the result table is in order. Okay, that is fine. Let's see. From the customer table, join. So product ID is primary key in the product table and the customer ID is not null but have duplicates. Product key, assuming product key is the correct way of checking it. Product using key. And now let's say like group by. Group by like customer ID. Having having distinct count star. Count, count like product keys basically. Distinct product keys. Having distinct product key equal to the total count, total unique count, I'll say. Distinct product keys, like, or I'll say count of the from products table. I hope that's also one way of using like having. Okay, it's not working. Product doesn't. Okay, it's a product table. Question is wrong. We just need to display the. This question was so much familiar to the previous question I solved, which is like a good suggestion by Prashant that I can use a having and like equal to and then directly uh, s- use the condition in the having. Let's see if it's like is applicable for all the cases. Okay, which is great. I wasn't expecting it. Thank you again, Prashant, for helping. Actually, which is like pretty easy solution, I'll say, and as well as I don't have to use too much head. What should be the? But I will definitely prefer to look other solution as well. Like what is the approaches? Okay, group by having count distinct count star from the product. Okay, assuming. Oh, I guess yeah, it was mentioned that it's a primary key, so I don't have to use the distinct product key again. Let's see, more solutions. I just pick random. Okay, same thing. Okay, what this guy is doing, using a CTE, get the distinct customer ID, product ID from oh, without even that is weird. Like, is it like direct inner join we can do in PostgreSQL without any join? Like, I didn't get it. Wow, let me try it out. I'll just duplicate this tab because I don't want to miss the code for it. Or better, I'll just copy all the code. Okay. And I'll comment out this. And I just want to pick. I hope that's not how it works. If it works, I'll be surprised, shocked that there is no use of specifying join here like that. Maybe it's no way sounding fun to solve this question. I don't know for what reason, but I just want to show up daily. Oh, crazy! It works. It is doing a join. Is it an inner join? Let me figure out. Let's see from here. One half 5 and 6. One half 5 and 6. This should we use the cross chain here? That should have also gave the result. No, cross join is not required. Yeah, right. Or could have required. I could have used a cross join if it's a null. Which means it's not there. How cross chain would have worked is like if it's not there, customer ID is like null. Oh, what I need to display? Let me. I forgot. Okay, I just need to display the customer ID which are not. So maybe like not exist. Sorry, I'll be back. Okay, so I don't have to use the. But then how it assumes that the. Is it like by default picking it up that this is the common table? I don't have to specify. Oh, sorry, it wasn't a self join, but it was a inner join. Okay, stream also. I really shouldn't. Um, yeah, like okay, but I'm this time being solving the question. I knew like that question gonna be the last question, and that's what happened. Uh, I definitely will see you guys tomorrow. Then, uh, yeah, hoping I might not solve these late code questions, or I'll see like if I'll be able to, like if I'll be able to solve these questions like tomorrow. I definitely don't want to. Sorry. Okay, guys, then probably if I will be either not be online or I'll be solving this question and posting a video of it if possible. If not, then I'll see you in the stream tomorrow for the lead code questions. Okay, guys, bye bye.